Let's get away, mystery lady. I know the world is going crazy, but I can see you having my baby. Let's get away. Let's get away, mystery lady. I know the world is going crazy, but I can see you having my baby. Let's get away. Let's get away, mystery lady. I know the world is going crazy, but I can see you having my baby. Let's get away. Let's get away, mystery lady. I know the world is going crazy, but I can see you having my baby. Let's get away. Let's get away, mystery lady. I know the world is going crazy, but I can see you having my baby. Let's get away. Let's get away, mystery lady. I know the world is going crazy, but I can see you having my baby. Let's get away. Let's get away, mystery lady. I know the world is going crazy. I can see you having my baby. Let's get away. Let's get away, mystery lady. I know the world is going crazy.
Jamil, I remember in 2006 when you decided to go to Atlanta. I wasn't really excited about you going, but I saw that you were determined to go. Because when you were on your way, the car broke down and you got out of your car and got into your cousin's car and had your car towed back home and kept going to Atlanta. And then from there, I just saw how you began to bloom. And you had your ups, you had your downs. And even though I was here and you were there, I was still just a phone call away. And we talked every day. It's just been exciting to see how you've grown, how you've changed your way of thinking, how you've enlightened me in your journey, how you've shared so much knowledge, and you've taught me so much. You've taught me how to think for myself. You've taught me how to investigate for myself and seek out the truth. And that's something that I never did before. And I'm really grateful for that. It has taken a lot of courage for you to do the things you've done. You have made me proud. I'm excited for you. I love you. I admire you. You encourage me to pursue the best me that I can possibly be. In all that I do, I share with you. And I'm grateful for that, and I love you.
Mystery lady, I know the world is going crazy. I can see you having my baby. Let's get away. Let's get away, mystery lady. I know the world is going crazy. Good morning, Vietnam. Yeah. What's going on, Q Corals? Uh-oh. Let me see. You gotta unmute yourself.
Hey, still can't hear you. Let's see if we can bring you back. No, you're not muted on my end. You are unmuted. Call back in with your mobile phone. But we about to get this thing started. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, everybody. Come on in, have a seat, grab you some libations, some early morning libations. Just don't get too wasted. Come on in and have a seat. Share this out with your friends. We're going to have a good time this morning. First things first, we want to do a moment of silence for the dog, for DMX. Let's do a quick moment of silence for the ancestor. All right. Yes, it's crazy times, man. Crazy times. Good morning, Shishi. Yeah, early morning libation. Some people wake up to a drink or a blunt, whichever, whichever you want to do. No, I'm just playing. Don't do that. Don't do that. Quiana, you still muted. Yeah, we don't read lips, Quiana. She's like, listen. Ooh wee. Yeah, good morning, everybody that's chiming in. It's a wonderful Saturday. Let's see. Still can't hear you. Let's see. Say something.
Something.
Okay, I got you from the Chromebook, but not from the cell phone.
Well, I don't know what's going on.
Well, good morning, anyhow. We just gonna get the show rolling.
Yeah.
What's going on in Indianapolis? So I'm pretty sure our weather is the same as y'all's today. It's a little dreary. Might be a little nippy outside. I don't know. I ain't stepped out yet.
Yeah, because it's early, it's a little nippy, but I mean, for the most part, I think it's scheduled to be cool today. But it was real pretty yesterday. Don't be petty.
It's scheduled to be
Yeah, yeah, you got to say it. It's scheduled to be.
It's scheduled. Well, we growing in to be our parents and aunts and uncles and all that. Good morning, mama. How you doing, baby?
Good morning.
There's feedback from your cell phone too. Can you check your cell phone's microphone to make sure it's on your blah 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 blah?
I cut it off.
I still hear your echo. Well, we're gonna keep on going nonetheless. So man, I'm a little out of pocket. Not out of pocket, but I'm a little discombobulated. I had some crazy dreams last night, and I don't think I slept too well. You know how when you wake up and your eyes is kind of stiff? I'm like, how do you stretch your eyes? Like, I need to stretch my eyes, but how do you do that? You can stretch your legs and your arms and your back when you're stiff, but how do you stretch stiff eyes?
I don't know.
Yeah, it's impossible. So, in the news, which I don't do news. I don't like the news. The news doesn't like us. But at the beginning of the show, we did a moment of silence for DMX and Ramadara. There's a lot of people that's just mysteriously passing. Have you noticed that? mysteriously. And then the cause of death is always natural. I see where the Midwin Charles, she was 47 years old, legal analyst of the MSNBC. She dies. All these black people just randomly dying.
Randomly?
Well, if you let the media tell it, it's shit's just happening, I guess. Critical analysts, people. Critical analysts. So let's move on with the show. Let's get into the fun fact. We're not gonna hold you guys long today. We're gonna let you get back to your Saturday, but we're gonna get the show started. Let's get to the fun fact for the day. We're gonna go over more of Miss Quarles' research. Where's the audio for the fun fact? Where are you at? See my eyes.
That is a fun fact.
Want to hear a fun fact?
It's like a fun fact.
Another fun fact.
Here's a fun fact. Or not so fun fact. Or
Here's another not so fun fact.
Not so much fun anymore, is it?
Okay. So I actually want to try something, Jamil. If I get out of my phone and plug my earpiece into my computer, you think that'd be better?
We can try it. We're here. It's Saturday. It's gray outside. Try it. Let's go.
Listen, I know we live.
Yeah, we live.
But it happens.
I could start singing the Anderson .Paak and Bruno Mars song while you do that. But I forgot the lyrics that quick. He said, if you hungry, I got the filet.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yay. Can you hear echo?
No, can't hear the echo.
Well, there we go. All right. Now, how about we run that back for the one time for the fun fact? I mean,
run that back for the one time. For the one time. You know, you're in Indianapolis when you say run that back for the one time. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to get into this fun fact with Quiana Quarles after these messages.
that is a fun fact.
Want to hear a fun fact?
It's like a fun fact.
Another fun fact.
Here's a fun fact. Or not so fun fact. Or
Here's another not so fun fact.
Not so much fun anymore, is it?
all right. Good morning, everybody. So today's fun fact is going to be a recap on the research I've been doing on my family lineage. Okay, so I told y'all I'd be opening up new accounts under Ancestry. Okay, so I did my Ancestry DNA, which I was very skeptical about in the first place. You know, don't judge me, but I did it. So I haven't gotten the results back, but upon doing so, opened me up another trial. Okay, so I started. Yes, I did. So I am researching my, I think my fourth great grandfather. So in doing so, I found that he was a white man out of South Carolina. And can you guys hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay. So he was a white man out of South Carolina, and he was a slave owner.
Mm-hmm.
And he owned, like, he owned several slaves, and then he gave some of those slaves to the grandfather, whose name is Reuben Bonds. Now, Penelope, which is the great grandmother, that is who I left off on as far as her history goes. She was a black woman out of North Carolina who was owned by a woman and her husband, and the woman's name was Penelope Hill, and therefore her name was Penelope Hill, but they called her Penny. So I started a Google search on Penny Hill, and with that I found that there's like, I kept pulling it up and I was like, so it kept saying Penny Hill, North Carolina, Penny Hill, North Carolina, but it was doing it in the form of a city or a small subsidiary like in North Carolina. And I was like, this is this, I don't know what's going on, but this ain't right.
Mhm.
But then something told me look up Penny Hill, as in the subsidiary or the small city or county or whatever it was, and who it was named after. So there is a part of North Carolina. It is called Penny Hill, North Carolina, and it is named after, they said it's named after a colored woman who would sit at the docks and give food and tobacco to I think the boat hands, or the boat flat boatmen. That's what they were called. So they used to ride these flat boats for trading, and she would sit at the docks and give them food and tobacco. And a lot of times those flat boatmen were white men. So I'm trying to figure out, like, if that was, first of all, I'm trying to figure out if this is the same Penny Hill. And so that's going to be my next part of research, is further looking into that, and to see if that is where Reuben and Penny kind of met, or how they got together from South Carolina, North Carolina, and ended up in Indiana.
Mhm.
So that's going to be my next bout of research. But I was just thinking, like, that wouldn't that be wild, like, to have a whole county or a small city named after your great great grandmother.
That means you can go in that city, go to town hall, say, everybody, you're fired. This is my city. Everybody. We're going to turn this whole system upside down. I don't care what your name after my great grandma. Yeah, but that'd be dope though. That'd be really dope.
Right. So y'all the first to hear this. I haven't even told. I don't think I've told my brother or my mother yet.
Speaking of your lineage, your ancestors, and the history of it that nobody really knows unless you go out and search for it. Last night I was watching this movie with Idris Elba in it called Concrete Cowboys.
Concrete Cowboy. I just watched that last night too.
I'm scratching my head like, why are there cowboys in Philadelphia? I'm like, that's not real. No, because Meek Mills
Right.
and all the rappers that they tell us that Philadelphia is about drugs, killings, and beards and Islam. They didn't mention any black cowboys. And so looked into it. There actually a history of black cowboys and cowgirls in Pennsylvania.
In Philly.
And it goes back so deep. And And I'm like, if we don't understand the importance of history by now, especially when it's manipulated and then handed, anything that's handed to you by institutions that used to crack a rip behind your back, you should second guess it.
And you know what? That is so wild. I started to actually, I was going to make that the fun fact, but I really wanted to dive into it because there are black cowboys all over. Like there's a black cowboy sector in Indiana and in Indianapolis. Actually, I found that out last summer or 2 summers ago.
Mm-hmm.
and and I thought that was wild. Yeah, they
So
were. Chandra said I believe some of the actresses in the movie were actual
they
cowboys.
were,
It was.
yeah. But did you so the role Byron Bowers? He's a comedian from Atlanta. He's since moved on to L.A. and he's doing big things. But he was the one that was telling the stories about where cowboys come from.
Okay, yeah.
And he
When
was
he was talking about the photo finish with the horse's teeth.
yeah, but when he was
Yeah.
talking about how cowboys started with black people, black men,
Mm-hmm.
you would think the Lone Ranger was a fictional story about a white dude and an Indian. That story is based off of a black man.
Mm.
The term cowboy comes from racist white men calling those black men back then boys.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, man, there's so much that, and then you should take a look back and analyze, because first of all, and I get this all the time, you're a conspiracy theorist. And they say that I'm a conspiracy theorist because I critically analyze things that happen and show ties and place them and show people how they parallel each other. They say that I'm a conspiracy theorist because the media isn't going to tell them that stuff. We're talking about a media that just acted surprised when news came out. Well, this just in. There's word that Malcolm X's main security guy said that the FBI and the NYPD colluded in his murder. That and more later at 6. All the black people I know was like, duh.
Right. Y'all just now found it out?
Y'all just now finding out. Here it is. What? How many years later that they start to admit to COINTELPRO? How many years later did they finally admit to the Tuskegee experiment? But I'm the conspiracy theorist because in real time I'm breaking it down like, hey, this is how this ties up. And every person that calls me a conspiracy theorist, I say, what have you studied? Have you read anything lately? Have you studied anything in this? Where do you get your information from versus where I'm getting my information from? Oh, I don't like to read. So you don't like to read. You don't like to study. You don't like to research. You like information to be handed to you. Meanwhile, like
it has to be in the form of edutainment.
Yeah, this ain't easy. Just reading big books like this. That's not easy. That takes time. That takes time away from sitting and watching television. Sitting and watching sports. To actually know something. And I'm not saying I know everything. A wise man knows he knows nothing at all because there's too much information to ever know. But the whole point of this rant is if your educational institution is going to hide the fact that they're cowboys in Philadelphia, like a long history, lineage of, I want to ride some horses now.
I know that's right. I thought that movie, it was, because I was like, at first I was like, so they're in Detroit? No, they in Philly. It's horses in Philly?
Yeah. When I saw that, I said,
Stables?
this has to be filmed in Georgia because you can go down by the airport on Camp Creek and you'll see in College Park and I think East Point, you'll see men just riding horses.
Yeah. And when you think of that, you just automatically assume, southern culture, you know.
Well, I
And
mean,
that's
you
not
think about
really.
it. A lot of the when the slaves were freed, they moved up north or during the Underground Railroad. Whew. That movie. At first,
Yeah.
I didn't. I was like, man, I'm not about to watch this movie. Idris has a horse in his apartment. Why would I do that? I'm not gonna watch this. But it was Idris, and I was like,
I know that's how I felt too. And let's
stop,
not forget about Method Man. Okay, I stop. I stop.
ma'am. This is a
Hmm.
kid-friendly show. No, I'm just.
Shit. Okay.
But one other thing I thought was interesting about that film is how they had people from different regions of the country, but you could tell who was authentically from that region, like the dude in the wheelchair. Because
Yep.
when he said "young boy," automatically I was like, they in Philly, young boy,
And them Jones,
Jones,
right? Yeah.
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 But Method Man, he sounded kind of Midwest. I was like, where's that New York
He
Method?
did. Yeah,
Yeah.
he did. He sounded real Midwestish.
And then Idris, he didn't know
His
where to go with
accent.
his accent.
Yeah, his accent was going in and out. That
Like
it
he
was
wanted to
going
say
in and out.
mate. He wanted to say mate. He's like, I can't say mate. I can't do that. I think it was the horses, and then Byron. Byron's from Atlanta. He's from the South, but he sounded Midwest or LA. I was like, okay.
Yeah, but nonetheless though, I think that movie it was cool.
Yeah.
It was cool. Like it you know, it just added it just added more, like every time I see like movies like that, it just adds more layers to us as a people.
Yeah.
It's like just stuff that clearly you don't see anywhere else, or how other people want to
Portrayal.
assume that we portray us. Then boom, you see, us on horses, and not on horses in the times of slavery, but it's modern day. Like I thought it was dope.
That's
I
why
thought
I
it was
always,
dope.
when I'm talking to anybody, and I refer to, if you actually knew your history, you would see superheroes. That don't mean just because you got melanin, like you super superior to everybody. That's not what I'm saying is I'm showing you how you've managed to, each generation, each period in time, you've managed to create culture. Now it's stolen from you. It's appropriated and placed in other places, and then thrown a lot of contemporary glitter on it, to where you think you don't necessarily assume that you did that. But when you see how powerful you are, to see how long you've lasted even under these conditions, you still manage to reassert yourself and create something that the world be like, we want that, give it here. Like
All the time.
Just think, what's the next music wave? Because hip hop is dying. It's been stolen and it's been beat. It's been beat and beat and beat. And now you have gangbangers, old head gangbangers, that are admitting that they were wrong by perpetuating that gangbanger life. Now that they've made it through to a certain age, and they're also admitting that the music is a part of it, from then and especially now. So hip hop, if you don't understand this programming that's been placed on you, you're not gonna understand. So you can go ahead and just turn this off. But anybody that's aware, what did James Baldwin say? He said anybody that's somewhat conscious, any black man that's somewhat conscious in this world, and I'm paraphrasing, is to be in constant rage. Because you see what's happening. You see what's going on. It doesn't take rocket science to see that. So anyway, like I'm saying, what's the next musical wave that we're going to create after hip hop? All the music genres were started with us, but they somehow end up in other.
And you know what? I like history always repeats itself. So when
But why?
something dies out, then
Hold on. Why does it? So there's that phrase right
no,
there.
I'm talking about like as in music.
Yeah.
Like when I noticed that when all else, like you go with what was. That's just like in R&B. I noticed they starting to get back into singing, and I hope that lasts. I hope it
Mm.
lasts instead of having all these singers who want to be rappers and then rappers who want to be singers. I shall name no names.
Well, I mean, sometimes you can kind of do both.
Yeah, you can, but I I want to hear you sing.
You don't want to hear
I want to hear
Tyrese
you
rap.
sing. No, no, heavens,
You
no,
don't want to hear
no,
Black Tie rap.
no,
I ain't gonna
no.
front. I like some of Black Ties when he did that double disc. I like some of that.
No, just give me no. I just want to hear Tyrese sing like he was in the Coca-Cola Pepsi commercial in the backseat of the
You
bus with the headphones
you ain't
on.
gonna hear that no
That's what
more.
I want to
You
hear.
ain't gonna hear that no more. Tyrese ain't that hungry no more. He's not gonna hit you with that. You the last.
I don't know. I don't know.
If you read the story about Tyrese when he actually got that commercial and did it, that brother was starving. He was hungry. He needed a way out. That brother would sing. Have you ever heard somebody hum sing and it sounded almost equal to
Yeah.
Tyrese would hum sing? You ask Tyrese to get on the back of a bus and talk about some soda, he gonna be like, "What? The audacity! Call my agent. This person's tripping."
No, I could see him doing a remake of that commercial.
Hey man, Tyrese,
and right now he would need to hum sing that right now. But anyway, um I don't know. I hope, well, at least with R&B, I hope they headed back in that direction. As for rap, I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. Because it's that culture has been so overly saturated and washed to its washed to its capacity.
man, you know what's
I
funny
don't
about
know.
hip hop? Every song that's like when you turn on the radio, every song's talking about us not trusting each other. It's a woman saying basically don't trust a man saying don't trust a woman, or a man talking about how he gonna kill another black man. And this is on mainstream radio. And what's that gif with what's Russell Westbrook when he be like, what? Yo, every time I turn on the radio, I'll be like, what? Like we doing this right now? And then when you see people dancing for me, what? You dancing? Ah, anyway.
Listen, all I have to say is, look, Anderson Paak and Anderson Paak, he
Yeah,
gave me hope.
yeah. And you know
And
what?
then and another song that just really does not get credit, and it gave me such, like, they didn't play it enough, and clearly it's a reason why they didn't play it enough, because it wasn't promoting enough.
Detrimental
Yeah. So, and it was
activity.
that Brandy and Daniel Caesar joint,
I haven't heard that.
and I love that song, but it got just a little bit of play, and that
Yeah.
was it. But it was fire.
Oh, they loving
And
each
like,
other? Don't give them no spins.
yes, they was loving each other, okay? And but the Anderson Paak joint is fire, and I hope they just continue down that path of where it used to be romancing. Let me romance you,
Well,
you know.
as long as corporate officials have their hands on it. You know what's funny about that song though? She said that's a good song. All when I first heard that song, I first heard that song and I visualized myself in a robe. And now everybody that's doing a TikTok, everybody has on robes. Good morning,
I'm
Lydia.
not a good morning. I'm not a dude, but I picture myself in a robe when I heard this song. I mean, it's a smooth song. It's a smooth
Man,
song.
let me
Me
go
and
get a
my whole
haircut and get a
household.
robe. Man, I'm going live
Listen.
and I'm just gonna loop that part of the song. And then I'm gonna cuff the anytime I get to that part, I look too good to be alone. I'm looking to the camera. You heard what he said. You heard him.
Listen, anytime that song comes on, like everybody from every which direction in my house, it's like everybody has on socks and they just slide in
into
the
it.
middle. Yes.
And you gotta be in these arms.
Yes.
Look, brothers
we
and
just
sisters
turn it
walking around
full-
talking about, hey, the door is open. Go on, sit in. Go on, have a seat.
Right.
I'll be there in a little bit. Here's the code to the door. I got one of them smart locks. Go on, get yourself something to drink and have a seat.
Come on, listen. Me and my kids turn into a whole band. All we need is polyester butterfly collar shirts, and we in that thing.
Boy, that video shoot smelled like Schlitz malt liquor and cool cigarettes. I'm surprised one of them didn't have a drink with their pinky. I tell them, leaving these arms.
Listen.
Yeah, but that song should be celebrated because that is that's almost
That's
similar
R&B.
to that's similar to for me, Ella Mae's Boo.
Oh my gosh, boy, you lit that song on
Man, I took it to the
fire.
bridge every bar.
Every
bar.
time. Listen.
Because that was the first time in a long time I've heard a song where we were in love, where we were kind of celebrating the innocence of meeting somebody instead of, I'm going to beat that up, I'm going to beat that, I'm going to kill that. When she came out with my boo, I was like, I'm your boo, Ella. Come on, bring it in. Hugs. I'm sorry, you sorry. Let's love each other. I'm sorry. Come on, Ella. And I had that mug on repeat so much that I can't listen to the song right now.
I'm so glad I wish you felt like that when I was down there and you had that suck on repeat and we was in your car.
But now I feel that way with Anderson .Paak and
Please don't kill that song. Don't kill it. You let it rest, let it breathe, and then bring it back.
I'm gonna have to let it breathe. Listeners, chime in with your favorite business and what do y'all want to do? Do y'all want to interact with us today? Let's interact, people, family. Come on in here. We just up here having a good time. Today's a free day. We discussed Quiana's
DMX.
Ancestry, DMX.
Oh,
But Quiana, we going down to North Carolina. We removing some senators and some mayors and stuff because that's your city.
And I want to say that that it's a predominantly Black city. I think I'm gonna have to look back into it, but yeah,
no Black representation in the political realm.
No, probably not.
That's why you need to go down there and take. You got to go down there. You got to be like Killmonger from Black Panther. And
hey,
go down
auntie.
there and take you gotta go down there and take the seat and then start giving orders.
Call him
Yeah.
What's up,
What's up, I'm gonna have to get you out of here, baby.
Boy, yeah. So and my brother's already down there. I might have to have him do some research for me too while he down there.
Yeah, see if there's a home that's still up.
Right, I know.
They're gonna knock at the door and be like, "What's up? This is my house. I'm back." kept the heat working for me. That's cool. I'm gonna
Right
be
on.
moving in 30 days.
Right on. And then call for the moving truck.
What are you doing? I'm moving in. Either y'all got space for me or no, I'm just playing. Oh man.
So I want to ask the listeners, y'all that are listening, what are some of your what are your favorite love songs as of right now? Do y'all hear any? Do y'all like any? Because I'm trying to find some more music myself.
Yeah. Because I've played
Outside of
Rochelle Farrell with Open Arms out. Johnny Gill's My. I'm talking, if I try to play them on my stereo right now, they'd be like, Johnny be like, Jamil, not today. How many more red dresses you need me to sing? Huh? Tony be like, listen, ain't no more anniversaries, Jamil. No more. No more. We have no more. We trying to work on a new album, and you continuously playing It Never Rains in Southern California when you sing it just snowed, okay? Yeah. What are some love songs, man? I find myself
now,
when I drive for long periods of time that I don't even turn the radio on anyway. And I used to love music, but music has betrayed
like
me.
I have a Bluetooth thing in my car, so I listen to my own playlist.
You sound like somebody auntie. I got a Bluetooth thing in my car.
So
radio.
Yeah, whatever. So
I got a Bluetooth thing in the kitchen part, go on and set your phone up to it.
So, I think like Tiana Taylor got a couple joints like before she started going in that wild direction. But that Wake Up Love, I think that's dope. And the song that she got with Erykah Badu.
I haven't heard that one.
Yeah. So clearly they don't play that on the radio. But
no, they play the same 3 songs on the radio from start to finish. They just go. What's crazy? It'll be the same segment, and they'll just play that again. Go on and put that on there.
Yes. Have you ever made a stop somewhere, and the song that was on when you stopped is the same song that when you get back in your car to leave?
Isn't this public? Like, it's not private, right? These radio stations.
I think it's an illusion. I think that
we know
they
it's
want to make it seem like it's public, but I don't.
It just baffles me how the public, they don't have a problem with all the music that's created. There's so much beautiful, like the oldie stations. They only play certain oldies. But if you go into when's the last time you heard Freddie Jackson's "You Are My Lady"? You are my lady.
You know what? At certain points, I think 106.7 down here does a pretty decent job of that. Like, they'll mix it up pretty decent.
Yeah. Daniel Caesar's.
Daniel Caesar does.
On one of the albums that I have of Daniel Caesar, he kept telling the woman, "If you love me, then say something."
Mm-hmm.
Like, from start to finish, he was like, "Excuse me, you didn't tell me you love me. You need to say something, ma'am. Go ahead, band. She's about to say, hold on. Do you love me? Well, you need to say something. Go ahead, band.
Yes.
Wait a minute, band. Do you?" Daniel Caesar wanted confirmation in that album, "Baby, if you love me, say something." And for whatever reason, she wouldn't say nothing. I guess she
so he kept asking.
Yeah. But yeah, Daniel Caesar, he's one. I don't know. I don't know of anybody else. Maybe Little John. Little John going once for Little John? Yeah? No? Okay.
And that's so crazy. That's so crazy. And like that we can't, we really are having trouble thinking of modern, these singers that are here now, and we can't think of nothing. Like, and then sometimes I'll be in the mood for a good Chris Brown. And I got to go all the way back to his first album.
That brother
I'm still
T-Pain's
listening.
everything. I'm like, but you can
He
sing, Chris.
does. He's I got to go all the way back to the yo.
Yo.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, and my kids be like, Mama, he got
He got 30
got
albums since then.
Right. And his last album is 30 albums in of itself.
Yeah, he did put out 10 albums in one. Was that like a $200 collector's item or something like that?
Listen, I don't know, but I just finished it a week ago.
Yeah, and it came out in 2019. Whoo, that was that's like studying for the bar. I'm on track number 30. Whew, I gotta take a break, lunch break. But what's telling though is when people say in the music business, we just giving the people what they want. The people don't know what they want because you force the same stuff on them over. What do you mean that's what they want? They don't know what they want at this point.
Boy,
They want to
baby,
hear that.
I don't know.
You keep conditioning the brain to if you grew up vegan, you were conditioned to eat vegan style, the vegan diet. But if you move into a certain household where that vegan lifestyle is not an option, and you're of a child and you don't really have the resources to go out and get it, and the house that you in, they start feeding you hot dogs. You're going to get sick, of course. But because you're hungry, you're going to start eating it. And then once you start eating it and those chemicals that are placed in the food purposely that are addictive, now you're going to start wanting the meat.
Mm-hmm.
And so then the guardians of that said child can be like, well, I'm just feeding them what they want. Come on now, let's put it in proper context. Why do they want it? Why do we want to hear this type of music? Because when we were kids,
that's all that's available.
That's all that's available. You go into the malls, man, I went into this one store. It was like a regular, It was a smoothie spot, and they were bumping Cardi B, and she was talking about what she gonna do and all this, and I was like, for smoothies?
In the smoothies?
In
yeah.
Smoothies? This is what we in Sandy Springs, Georgia. This is what we doing.
To get a smoothie?
Yeah, I mean, I understand. If you was to play this at Insurrection, that's the sex store, or Priscilla's in Indianapolis. Is Priscilla still open in Indianapolis?
No, it's called Cirilla's now. They switched the lettering around, and then I don't know if that store is still open or not. It was Cirilla's, but I don't know.
They must have got sued and was like, we got to change his name up, and then they took the letters and just mixed them up. Like this. Take the P out. Let's go Cirilla's. All right, we open. But well, looks like we've come to an end. Glad that we had our people tune in today. I want to get back into bed.
You better get up and do something.
You better get on up, girl. Say
Mm-hmm.
again, Jodeci.
No, I was thinking more of the CeeLo and Goody Mob in them.
I don't know about that.
What? You better get up, get out, and get something. What?
Don't let them days of your life pass you by. Okay,
yeah.
You better get up and out and get something. Because you and I got to
do for you and I. Hey. That's what I'm talking about.
Well.
But I'm finna take this good nap, though.
Yeah, I feel a nap coming on, too.
I'm just playing. I got too much stuff to do.
Well, I'm not playing. I'm about to take a nap. And
I know you're not.
I'm about to take a nap and get in my robe. And ladies, if you listen, if you're hungry, I got fillets. Fillet what, Anderson? What are you filleting, buddy?
Listen, he's flaying whatever you like.
Whatever you like. I mean, the door is open. Go and walk back to the kitchen. Get what you want. It's filleted. If you want a drink, sip. I got something back there too. Go on, jump. They're gonna have at it.
Whoa. Listen, me and my kids are gonna remake that video.
Yeah, should.
Mark my words.
Yeah, should.
We are.
I'm about to go and buy me a robe, and I'm gonna remake it too.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I gotta go out and get some dress socks though. Gotta go out and get some dress socks. I might even get them Uncle Sandals.
I was gonna say you're gonna get the sandals too. You gotta get the sandals.
I might put a little bit more gray in my beard and be like, if you're hungry, girl, I got filleted.
I don't have time for your nonsense today. And I'm sure nobody else does too.
And if you're hungry, girl, I got filleted. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that has been the Jamil Harley Show. You've been a wonderful crowd.
we just shot the shit today.
Yeah,
literally.
we needed a shoot the shit day. I think we focus a lot of time on information, and that information can be sort of draining. Yes, she. It is nap time. It is nap time.
Because he sounds sleepy. You know how restless kids act.
And then you do this right here.
Yeah. Go get in the bed. Go get in the bed. You sleepy.
I don't want to.
And we just tell them what they go. Go get in the bed because you sleepy. You tired, ain't you?
Sleepy. And then 10 minutes later. Oh, yeah, he is like a kid when they are sleepy. Yeah. Oh, man. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that has been the Jamil Harley Morning Show, and have a good weekend.
You are now listening to the Jamil Harley Morning Show.